You know, I could just film like this for the entire video and be considered a visionary.
This is a vlog.
Hello friends, it's 9 in the morning. So I'd like to preface everything I'm about to say with this. I really like Terry Gilliam. I liked him when he was in Monty Python. I liked him when he started directing his own movies. There's Brazil and 12 Monkeys and all these other projects he's been involved in, and has the worst luck as a filmmaker trying to make his vision come to life. And I love that he strives and he pushes and he's kind of a punk rock star about it. Now, having said that, not every one of his movies has been brilliant. You have movies like Tideland where he had to come on at the beginning of that movie and explain this is the theme of the movie because it was so pretentiously bad. It's not a good movie. The film I wanted to talk about today is called The Zero Theorem. This is the newest film by Terry Gilliam and is available on most video-on-demand sites. It was in theaters for a little bit. It might possibly still be wherever you are. But it stars Christoph Waltz, it has Tilda Swinton, it has Matt Damon in it, and there's this newcomer called Lucas Hedges. Now, if there's any fans of Brazil out there, which there should be, and I'm talking about the movie, not the country, this is very much a spiritual successor to that movie. The set design looks very similar to it. The themes are very similar to that movie. And of course we have the same director for this movie as well. However, whereas that first film felt so raw and so new, and it was kind of at least a bit subtle in what it was trying to evoke in the audience, this movie is really none of those things. It really feels like somebody was like, I really like Terry Gilliam, I'm going to ape his style and be very over the head, bang you with a hammer, obvious with what I'm trying to get across. And the unfortunate thing is that it's Terry Gilliam who's actually directing this movie. Now this all makes it sound like I hated the movie. I don't hate the movie, I just don't think it's a very great movie. It's kind of that average, like, yeah, if you're going to spend $5 and rent it, fine, go ahead and do it. But this isn't something that you're going to buy or want to kind of revisit over and over again. Here's what I think the movie gets right. Christoph Waltz once again proves to me that he is really one of the finest actors of this or any generation. He really commits to this role of a guy who is trying to prove that there is a point to life. This corporation that he's a part of is trying to make him prove this zero theorem, which really is just a substitute for life is meaningless. And he is the one person who has the faith that there is something more than what we are experiencing right now. And it's really his relationship along with Bob, that is the Lucas Hedges character, that really drives this movie. And I think those scenes with those two are among the best of the entire film. And because this is a Terry Gilliam movie, I really love the production design of this movie. There is this great, I don't know, fantastical world out there. This is not something like, I say, like a 1984 where it's like, oh, I can see how our world could get to be like that. This is not a Minority Report where Spielberg tried to grab all the top scientists and thinkers and philosophers and say, what is our world going to look like in 100+ years? And tried to emulate that. No, this is very much a mad scientist's rendition of what he thinks a future or alternate Earth could be. And there's, of course, those Terry Gilliam flourishes. Like I said, it does feel like a lesser than for him overall, but there are those parts where he loves to film in these kind of like oblique angles where he turns the camera like 10 degrees to the left, so everything feels like it's a bit off center, and you're supposed to feel off center for this entire movie. So I can see where he was trying to come from. It's just too bad that the themes didn't come together really in a satisfying whole. Zero Theorem is really taking bits and pieces from all this other dystopian fiction. It's grabbing a little bit of 1984, it's grabbing a little bit of Brave New World, it's grabbing a little bit from Brazil, and putting them and melting them and like putting them into a ball and going blah. There's a movie for you. Enjoy it. Who knows? Maybe I'm completely out to lunch. What did you think? If you've seen this movie, let me know down in the comments below, and we can have a debate about it. If you like really loved it, or maybe you hated it, let me know. Okay, thank you. My name is Kyle. Thank you so much for watching. This is our last week of VEDA together, so I'll see you tomorrow. I'm just really scared that the big giant foot is about to step on me.